So I was perusing my archives the other day, or maybe it was night. It's difficult to tell in a vault without windows, and I stumbled upon a well-known film from the cyberpunk genre, Ghost in the Shell. No. Because my first and only viewing of the animated movie happened years ago, I decided to watch it again to refresh my memory. And I'm glad I did, because it's allowed me to understand and appreciate it more deeply now. The setting is Japan of the distant future. Cybernetics are commonplace, up to and including full-body prosthetics, and they allow individuals to access the internet through neural connections. The story follows Section 9, an elite division of law enforcement on the trail of an elusive hacker known as the Puppet Master. Led by Major Motoko Kusanagi, the team initially assumes the Puppet Master is a foreign terrorist, brainwashing citizens at every level of government to disrupt political operations and cause conflict. As Section 9 digs deeper, however, the Puppet Master's motives become less clear-cut, and the team begins to uncover the dubious political machinations that led to his growing activity. This movie offers a great deal to dwell on, which is impressive for its 83-minute runtime. The central plotline of tracking down a cyber terrorist is complex enough, what with the technical jargon and detailed investigative procedures. Add in a layer or two of political intrigue, and it's easy to get lost if you don't pay close attention. There's a great deal to ponder beyond the investigation as well. Much of the story is spent debating the nature of life and the human identity, especially in an increasingly mechanical world. To what degree is a person still human when the entire body is a machine? What evidence is there that the thoughts and memories within belong to the original person and aren't just a facsimile programmed in? Do a person's life experiences amount to nothing more than a drop in a sea of data? If that person's experiences can be tampered with by an unscrupulous hacker, what does that mean for the integrity of the human identity, or even the soul? If machines and programs can develop to the point of accumulating data and making decisions on their own, then how can we differentiate between a human soul and a machine's ghost? Heavy subjects to contemplate, especially with the advancement of online networking and artificial intelligence. I suppose I should consider myself lucky that I don't have such worries. I may be undead, but my shrouded carcass still has all of its original parts. The cinematography is well suited for the pensive tone of the story. There are a lot of slow, lingering shots. Dialogue is given quietly in dimly lit environments, and there's frequent, intense focus on vividly drawn facial expressions. Add in Kenji Kawai's low, almost haunting musical score, and the result is a constant sense of unease. You get the lingering feeling that something is off just beneath the surface of this world, and the discomfort persists until it's broken by the intense action scenes. And it helps in no small way that everything is so beautifully animated. Cyberpunk isn't my usual go-to genre, but the level of detail given to the environment, weaponry, machinery, and cybernetic anatomy makes it easy to get drawn in. The textured feeling of the 90s traditional animation is perfectly suited for the grungy, lived-in nature of this world, and there is a startling fluidity on display during the action scenes, from Motoko's feats of agility down to the inner workings of the machines and weapons. This is a movie worth watching for the visuals alone. Characterization is fairly light for this story. The focus is on the investigation and philosophical ponderings, so most of the individual character developments and backstories are given through quick exposition dumps. As the main character, Motoko gets the bulk of the development. She generally conducts herself in a cool, detached manner with a dash of playful snark here and there. In her quieter moments, though, she reveals herself to be a deeply contemplative person, and her reflections on her own humanity and life as a cyborg prove to be one of the driving forces behind the Puppet Master's actions. This was one of those cases where I enjoyed both audio tracks. Each one shined more in certain situations, but neither really outweighed the other overall. In the end, it's a satisfying viewing experience no matter which choice you make. Ghost in the Shell has had a number of releases and re-releases over the years, so it's easy to find a hard copy at a reasonable price, either in the primary or second-hand markets. Whichever copy you buy, however, make sure it has the original cut of the film. A 2.0 version was released in 2009, and while they polished up the 2D animation and re-recorded the Japanese audio, several moments throughout the movie were converted to CGI. The resulting viewing experience is more jarring and disconnected in comparison. But as long as you can find yourself a legitimate copy, it makes a shelf-worthy addition to any collection.